Welcome back to another exciting episode. Today we're going to be talking about Vidu, doing a deep dive tutorial on how to use it and how to get the best out of your prompts. So stick around. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to go to Vidu.studio. I will have the link below. If you type in Vidu, it may send you to a different Vidu. So this is the one you want to try to. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to click over here to the try Vidu. Now, once you get logged in, you'll notice that you have 80 credits to use. And you can also upgrade right here. And I'll give you the cost, or you get 80 credits a month. And that generates 4-second videos, upscale resolution, no commercial use, and one task simultaneously. Now, if you go to the monthly billing here, for $10 a month, you get 240 plus 80 credits, renewed monthly, generate 4 and 8-second videos, upscale resolution, commercial use, remove watermark, and then it goes from 29 to 99, and you just get way more credits. Not really a bad price, considering the price of some of the other things. So once you get here, you can click on create video, and I'm going to show you guys how to start creating videos. So you got over here to your left, you got let's create, you got your settings. You can check right now, you can click general or animation, and if you were a paid subscriber, you can click the 8 seconds. Okay, and now the input. Now you can either type in what you want, you can click down here, inspire me. It will give you an inspiration. We may actually go with one of these first. So this is just a black view of an astronaut in a spacesuit walking in the fog in the style of light blue, light amber, surreal fashion photography installations, light white, gold, minimalist, still lives, impressive paranormals. Okay, so each creation costs 4 credits. I'm going to go ahead and create that. Now it is really fast, all things considering. Okay, so that took about a minute. And you can see here, let's click on this. Now the video quality it's brand new, so I believe it's good, but it's not 100% up to par considering some of the other ones. So we'll click on here. In order for me to get the the full screen button, I have to press play first. So here we go. Okay, so it's 4 seconds. That's actually not bad. Pretty good. Kind of a lower resolution. Now you do have an upscale button here, and if you can click that, it costs you 4 credits. I'll go ahead and click that, and you can click scale, or creative is going to be a feature in the future. Feature in the future, yes. So let's go ahead and click upscale, just so you can see it's self upscale, which is it's decent. It's not at the level of Topaz or anything like that, but it's not bad. Okay, so here's the upscaled version. I'll show you the regular version first. Okay. So you can see it's a little, low quality. This is HD. You can see it's a lot smoother. Definitely better than it was. Okay, moving on. Okay, so now let's check this out. So to add an image, click on the drag image here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find an image to do that real quick. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, so now that you've downloaded your image, I've chosen Will Smith. Now, I only know that Will Smith can do one or two things: slap people or eat spaghetti. All right, let's try this one. So this prompt was eat spaghetti. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Okay. So when you mess up the one, or when one doesn't come out the way you want it, you can click on this re-edit button, and it will bring up the same image that you had before. Let's do add eats spaghetti at a table. Now I'm going to change it from use as first frame to use as character reference. Now let's see what that does for us. Okay, this looks better. All right, let's play that again. He didn't put it quite in his mouth. He took it out of his mouth. The spaghetti actually looks pretty good. Although yeah, it's not a bad image. I mean, if you upscaled this, it would be pretty passable. Let's do it again. This time we're going to re-edit. I'm going to say eat spaghetti and choose spaghetti. All right, let's check this one out. He's offering it to somebody else. Eat the spaghetti! Okay, let's try. I'm going to try one more time just because I want Will Smith to eat spaghetti. Okay, if he's not eating spaghetti this time, I'm moving on. Okay, let's go ahead and click play. Got really close. Hold on. Well, I mean, he eats it. It was focusing more on the spaghetti. That was weird. Why does this make me hungry? Okay, so now I have this image of Tony Stark and a mouse that I generated on Meta. I used for another video that I created. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to use the first frame. Now, one thing I think is interesting about this is it's not censored that I've seen so far. Like, you're able to use, kind of like clean. You can use a little bit of violence. So I'm going to say Tony Stark shoots the mouse with a gun. Well, let's see what this does for us. All right, let's watch this one. Well, he didn't shoot the mouse with the gun, but you notice how fast the movements are, how fast the camera movements are, the character movements are. Totally different than anything we're seeing anywhere else. It's none of that slow motion stuff. Like, let's watch that again. And its ability to animate, both characters. It's pretty cool. Like, the mouse moves his fingers up and down, like his hands up and down. Like, it's almost like Tony Stark catches a bullet, really. So, very cool. Let's move on. Okay, so for this one, I just tried to have him eat a chicken leg. This is Colonel Sanders, if you're not from Kentucky or not familiar with fried chicken. And I made this, I forget what I made this in. I made it a while back. I think it was in Runway. This one did not turn out too well. Let's try this one here and see what it does. Yeah, it just kind of gets weird. There's some kind of, I don't know what that is, I'm assuming that's a fish maybe, or I don't know what that is exactly, but that was a little weird. So I tried it again, and my other result was a little bit different. So I changed it to eating chicken on the run. And this was the result I got with it, and I used him as a character reference. I actually like the way this one turned out a lot. So he clearly takes a bite of the chicken, although it doesn't look like he actually eats any of the chicken. The chicken doesn't go away, but the bite looks the same as he goes through there. But all in all, I mean, this is just generated from his image. So the giant chicken legs in the forefront of it is pretty sweet. I'm taking a bite of it. It's pretty sweet. It definitely looks like Colonel Sanders. He has Colonel Sanders goatee. He does not have Colonel Sanders tie. But I don't know if the other guy had a bow tie on. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, this guy had a bow tie on too, so that's fair. I like this guy's jacket though. That's pretty sick. I would wear that. My wife would not let me, but I would. So moving on. Now, if you go to right here, the guide, it's going to open up this page right here for you. And under this page, it's got some prompt guidance. So this is kind of like what they've done to, and yes, some Chinese stuff will pop up. What they've done to get different prompts and different effects out of it. So for instance, here is a corgi is swimming, and here's what they come up with. Okay, so it's a little weird, but it works. And then a baby corgi swims in a large pool. Now that one looks like it's swimming, and it kind of looks like a baby. And here is another one. Here's where they did more of a longer prompt, a longer form prompt. So it's, capture a serene moment featuring a baby corgi swimming gracefully in a large sunlit pool. Underwater perspective showcases the puppy, its gentle smile illuminated by soft golden hour lighting that filters through the water. So this is definitely like a very detailed prompt. So let's see if we can tell a difference in this one and the one that we just saw. Okay, definitely you can see some of the golden hour lighting. The image itself, I think, looks pretty good. And it looks like he's just sinking, maybe. So, I feel like this one here definitely looks like he's, or she, is swimming with the way it's moving its paws and stuff. And it was, the corgi was going up and down with the water too. So, see that? That was pretty good. He goes on to discuss some other things. Now here, so this is a way you can use stylized effects in your prompting. I would show you guys all this, but I'll run out of credits. So you can use the teddy bear as the main character. Okay, so here's the basic prompt. Melancholic teddy bear dressed in regular attire, wide brim hat, yada yada yada. So it's a long prompt. And you notice these are only 3-second videos, which is interesting. But the teddy bear looks good, kind of looks animation style. And he's on the phone in a bathtub, which is interesting. Yeah, nowhere near what the prompt was. Okay, so then they stylized it, and so in a classical romantic movie style, and here's like the teddy bear in a classical romantic movie style. Definitely, has flowers and some kind of wedding looking like. And she's walking. And I might add, the walking stuff's really good. It really looks really good. Here's a sci-fi one they did. Let's blow that up and see what that looks like. I guess he's vaping. I don't know. Kids these days. They got a Western. There's the romance one. Here's the crime one. I did try some of this stuff, but I wasn't having as much luck. Look at that, though. That's pretty cool. It's gunfire. You got guys walking behind. The door looks really cool. Some really cool stuff. So take a look at these prompts and kind of see what, I want to see what this one does. Drama. It looks great the way he's walking. Here's action. This should be good. Whoa. He jumped up onto the landing there. Did you see that? Okay, that was a little awkward. It might be my favorite thing though. He's like, oh, there we go. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. That's hilarious. Documentary style. Oh, that's curious. I was curious to see what that is. He's observing people, I guess, and taking notes. That's interesting. Okay, so a bunch of different styles, a bunch of different artistic side works too. You can do steampunk or claymation and stuff. So I mean, that does look like claymation. Very cool. So, look at this guide here and kind of get some ideas. They've got different camera angles and stuff. And they do have one that says grows, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so it's like a time lapse. That's pretty awesome. Oh, explodes. Here we go. Nice. Very cool. Okay. So now back to here. Okay, so I wanted to show you some of the other creations that I created. I did do a little, you know, uh, display at the beginning of this video, but I wanted to show you some kind of cool ones that I thought was really neat. A lot of other video creator tools were not, they won't do what this one's doing. Like this one here, I wanted the car to sync. Okay, so, and you can see there the car was sunk because, it was the little thing was how to survive in situations. Well, it took a lot just to get the car to even be in water because a lot of the AI generators didn't want to do that, especially with a person inside. So when I put this in here and then I put car sinks into the water, it had no problem doing that. From a creative standpoint, that's the type of control we want. I don't want safeguards on you can't display acts of violence or whatever because that's taken away from the creativity in my thoughts. So I thought that was really cool. I did try to do some of the wording, and it struggled a little bit with that for me. Uh, it looks cool. It's just not spelled correctly in any way at all. It would definitely take several prompts to get that correct, I believe. But now I do think that if I imported a logo and animated that, I think it would be fine. But just typing in a logo, I think it struggles with that. This one here turned out looking pretty cool, but still, the smoke and stuff is cool. Obviously, it's not upscaled, but it looks cool. Just not right, not usable. This one here is pretty neat. I took, I was trying to make a version of Lord Helmet, and so that I made like a version of Lord Helmet, but he kind of turned out to be like a chunky dude in cosplay, I guess. And so I made him drinking coffee. So here's the video for that. And he's got a coffee cup in his hand, which he did not in the beginning of, or in the original thing. I don't know what this is, but I think I just offended all the Italians. But see, he done that. It wasn't me offending you. So there's that. And one of my favorite things, I believe, oh yeah. So this one here was what I was trying to do is extend. Yeah, so I was trying to extend this one here where he takes a bite. Yeah, and then those random guys at the end of it, right? So the first thing I did was the random guys, they get into a food fight. It's all of a sudden, it's like this dude throws up giant potato chips. I'm not sure what's going on. So that was weird. So then I was like, okay, well, let's take a next step and let's make them have into a gunfight. And so then this happens. Okay, so it starts here, dark restaurant. This guy looks weird, I know, and this guy looks weird too. But when you play it, it goes to a different restaurant, I believe. Yeah, But it is a gunfight. I'll give them credit. It's definitely a gunfight. So then it had me curious. Okay, so this one here, the first one I done was, no, let's see here. This one, he eats a hamburger, okay? And that's in the opening credits, or opening scene. And where's the first one I done of him? Oh, here we go. Yeah, first one I was like, okay, have him eat a hot dog. So it's a hot dog, you know, it's half a bun. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, so that was a little weird, a little awkward. So then I used him as a character reference, and I had him flying on a hot dog. And this is in the scene too, the opening. But I love the way this turned out. I'm like, this is fun. Like, it really looks like him. Of course, I upscaled it for the video. Here's the upscaled version. And then I had him eat a hot dog. I did Rick Astley fishing in a small boat reference, but this one, I referenced this one. It just put him back a younger Rick Astley and still singing. So that was a little weird. Not fishing at all, but whatever. And last but not least, I did this one here, just a text to video. Kermit the Frog shoot Gonzo with a gun. Okay, and this was in the opening scene. And not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure who this dude is, and are they reenacting Hamilton? I don't know. But, you know, I think it's cool. I think it's a really neat tool. I can't wait to see kind of like what it gets, you know, in 6 months from now or a year from now, how powerful it's going to be. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Are you trying this tool out? I will put the link to it below. And yeah, let me know. Leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And thank you for watching. Until next time.